Hey everybody, welcome back to another HD video, and I hope you guys are all enjoying Thanksgiving weekend. As you guys all know, Thanksgiving was officially yesterday, and I did fill myself up with a lot of turkey. Interesting thing, I actually, as you guys all know, I am Asian, so when we went to go have our Thanksgiving dinner, they actually stuffed the people who I was eating with, the relatives, they actually stuffed the turkey with soy rice and sausages. So not exactly your traditional Thanksgiving where you get to eat turkey and yams. You know, you stuff it with stuffing and then you eat yams and carrots and all that good stuff, mashed potatoes. Instead we had rice and egg rolls and all, you know, an Asian style Thanksgiving. But nonetheless, I hope you guys all enjoyed your Thanksgiving dinner. And what was I gonna say? Oh yes, what are you guys doing for this weekend? Because almost everybody should be having a good 4-day holiday off, and if you aren't, then well, you guys can watch these videos that I'll be posting on YouTube. But if you guys do have a holiday off, tell me what you guys are doing. Post it down below. Myself, I'm gonna be going to Reno for about 3 or 4 days, but I will be posting up some games while I'm gone. And so if you guys live out in Reno and you guys maybe go to the casinos or are going to be out there snowboarding or something like that, then maybe you guys will meet me out there. If not, then you guys can watch my videos on YouTube. But anyways, I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving weekend, a happy Turkey Day, and of course the holiday season is here. I know some of you guys out there right now are waiting in front of Best Buys or Fry's or wherever your local computer store is, trying to pick up a good Black Friday deal. And so yeah, hopefully you guys are all having a great time. So this is going to be a series between none other than Foxer and FruitDealer. I know you guys were staring at these names for a while like, who the heck are these people? It is Foxer and FruitDealer, and it is going, these two players are incredible. Foxer made it to he is second place in GSL Season 2, and FruitDealer, of course, the champion of GSL Season 1. So this is going to be an epic best of 3 series. It looks like Foxer here is going to be opening up with a Makarax, and when I say Makarax, I know this is all terminology some people may not understand. A Makarax basically based off the strategy that Maka Prime used, where he built a Rax at the front, and then he basically kind of hid the Rax at the natural expansion, or hid it somewhere on the map. And it's not exactly meant to be a proxy Rax, but rather it's a Makarax. And so what Foxer might be trying to do here is some early aggression. It looks like FruitDealer has scouted out the frontal barracks. He didn't scout the barracks at the back though, so he doesn't know how many Marines are coming right now. So all he knows is it could be 1 Marine production, but there are some SCVs coming down. Foxer here doing the Foxer, and the reason why I call him Foxer, you guys may or may not know, his actual name is Boxer, but he is not the real Boxer, so people call him Fake Boxer, aka Foxer, but he is incredibly good with the micro, and just like the Boxer of old, he is so good with that early aggression with the Marines and the SCVs. It looks like FruitDealer is gonna get just enough Zerglings to hold this off though, and that was quite incredible considering the fact I believe FruitDealer went for a hatch first and then he went for a spawning pool, so he was able to hold that off. Really good play, and Foxer is going to be now transitioning into an eco build. So early aggression with the Makarax strategy, which is basically just a 2 barracks push with SCVs, and it looks like that was just barely held off. It's kind of cool though to see Foxer play, because if you guys watch GSL Season 2, you know that Foxer in the finals, he basically rushed with mass Marines, mass SCVs every single game. It looks like now he is going to get caught in the middle of the field, but good scoot and shooting with the Marines will keep them alive. It looks like he will basically kill off every single Zergling. Incredible control right there, and 2 more Marines coming out of the double barracks will fend off the Zerglings. They don't even get a scout into the base, so they have no idea what's coming. FruitDealer doesn't know if it's gonna be more Marines and SCVs, or if it's going to be an eco build, or if it's gonna be a tech strategy. But it looks like right now it will be eco for Foxer. He's getting the command center down, and he is throwing down 2 more barracks just to make sure he can secure the frontal door. So right now, FruitDealer is completely in the dark. Never a good situation for a Zerg player, but he is going to be droning up, and he's going to be throwing up 1 spine crawler just in case Foxer is indeed, maybe Foxer is going for a mass Rax, mass SCV push. And in fact, if Foxer didn't go for this early CC, he could have taken this game, because right now FruitDealer is just mass producing drones. And he is getting a Baneling's Nest, but really, if it was a mass SCV, mass Marine attack, I think FruitDealer would have been in a lot of trouble, because he has no scouting right now, no idea that Foxer is going for this command center, and he's walling up. He has 4 barracks, but these are only for defensive purposes. So right now, Foxer is looking quite good, I think. He is, well, he's just a little bit behind in economy, but I think he does have the edge in this game, because FruitDealer has no scouting, whereas Foxer knows that FruitDealer has a natural. But this Baneling's Nest can make all the difference. And one strategy Zerg players can use nowadays, which is extremely good against Terran, is called the Eco Baneling Bust. And the Eco Baneling Bust is basically, you grab your natural, you kind of trick your opponent into thinking, oh, he's going to go for an Eco strategy style Zerg play. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of Banelings come out and it busts down your front door. So these are strategies that are revolving in the game right now, in the meta game of StarCraft 2. And it can be difficult for players to deal with this if they don't have sufficient scouting. So let's go ahead and take a look at the player cams. This is something that I really do like to do. Now this is Foxer's player cam. He's moving out with some of his Marines and Marauders. Does he have Stim? Not quite yet. Stim is on the way, so he could be thinking about making a timing push. He may decide to wait for combat shields, however, and then he's gonna make his push out. And I keep pushing this player cam view, but for some reason it keeps switching off of it. It looks like he will be being aggressive here. Stimpack just about to finish, and he is going to push in. What does FruitDealer have in response? He controls the Zelnaga Watchtower. This is FruitDealer's camera view, and he sees the impending push. So is he going to throw up more Spine Crawlers, or is he going to make more Zerglings? I'm not quite sure what the strategy is right now, but he will need Banelings to hold this off. Do note he is trying to get a 3rd expansion up down to the south, hidden to Foxer right now. A couple Zerglings trying to do a backstab, countered by Foxer's reinforcements, and here comes Foxer. He throws the preliminary scan. He sees that there is almost no resistance whatsoever, but here comes a Banelings. The Banelings not going after the Marines, picking off the Marauders. Not exactly the most effective use of the Banelings. And now Foxer, is he going to go? Oh, a backstab Baneling attack, and I think this will be held off by FruitDealer. Brilliant play. Where the heck did those Banelings come from? That was quite cool to see. And Foxer now is the one that is in trouble. He is going to have to retreat, but these forces will most likely be picked off. A Stim right there to get the Marauders and the Marines out of the way, and a couple more Marines coming back. I think Foxer may be able to hold this off. Good control so far, and yeah, FruitDealer without the Baneling speed, he will not be able to catch up and take out those Marines and Marauders, especially since they're not on creep. They're so slow. Without that creep speed bonus and without the centrifugal hooks. But it looks like a couple more Zerglings coming out. Very back and forth game right now. It is definitely difficult to tell who's ahead. It looks like, though, if Foxer loses the majority of his forces here, he could be in a lot of trouble, but more units coming in. And it looks like Foxer with the Stimpack should be able to get his troops back home safely. Oh, the Zergling's getting a good surround. And Foxer needs to be careful. He needs to raise his supply depot. Raise it, raise it, raise it. There it goes. That was very, very close. And if that supply depot had not been raised right there, FruitDealer could have came inside and done a lot of damage, but penetration was averted, and now Foxer throwing up a couple more bunkers just to be safe, but there's a lot of Banelings morphing out in the center of the field. Do note, Foxer now scouts the hatchery down to the south, so an incredible back and forth game, 56 to 50 Harvesters with a slight edge to FruitDealer, who is now getting Carapace level 1. He has not even evolved to Lair Tech right now. He is still at hatchery technology, so all he can produce are Lings, Banelings, and if he chooses to go for Roaches, then he could, but I don't think he will, just simply because there's so many Marauders right now. Looks like one Zergling gets a good scout in, sees what is up right here, and this is a very susceptible wall to a Baneling bust. This supply depot is basically, it's just the only building that prevents the Banelings from getting in. Obviously, this is the building that will be targeted, and if the Banelings bust that down, wow, a lot of damage could happen. And Foxer, he's got to be careful. It looks like he's going to bust down his own backdoor rocks here, but FruitDealer with an Overlord will see these Marines and Marauders penetrating through. He is going to fall back with his blings. Interestingly, he doesn't have centrifugal hooks yet. I'm surprised. Oh yeah, obviously he can't get it without lair tech, so he is trying to get lair right now. It is on the way. It's nearly completed, but wow, Foxer making a counterattack. Is FruitDealer gonna try to punch through the front door, or is he gonna fall back? It looks like he's being very indecisive right now. Going to the player cam of Foxer. He's back at home macroing. He's just punched through the backdoor rocks, and FruitDealer's Foxer's player cam, he's trying to, or FruitDealer's player cam, he is trying to maneuver his forces back into position so he can defend against this, but that's a lot of Marines and Marauders with medvacs to boot. Here comes the Banelings and Speedlings. They are off the creep, however. Oh, the Banelings doing a ton of damage, but great control from Foxer. He brings his Marines all the way to the back and avoids the Baneling damage. He picks off the Baneling's nest. He picks off an Evo chamber and an extractor. Not enough Banelings here for FruitDealer. And FruitDealer could potentially lose this game. More Banelings coming in. Foxer needs to micro his Marines. Oh no, so much damage. And this game is so back and forth right now. But I do think that FruitDealer will be able to hold on. This is so close. Reinforcements continue to stream in for Foxer, but there are so many Speedlings right here. FruitDealer needs to make some Banelings so badly to deal with these Marines. He's actually making 8 roaches right now, so he did decide to take my advice and make some roaches. Are the roaches going to be enough to hold off? He's trying to remake his Baneling's nest, so it is important to note right now that, oh wow, I don't know if you guys saw that good control from Foxer. He actually picked off the Baneling, microed against it and picked it off. That is the last Baneling we will see for about a good 30 seconds, so it's going to come down to Lings and Roaches and Queens to hold this off. Notice that FruitDealer just used Transfuse on the spawning pool. The spawning pool gets taken down, and Foxer is now looking to be in a very good position. 20 Lings just morphed out, but those are the last Zerglings we're going to see. Baneling's nest gets canceled as well, and FruitDealer in a lot of trouble. His drones are still alive. He still has a healthy drone count, but everything is falling to Foxer right now. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hold this off. The Roaches getting in front, trying to hold this off, but there's too many Marines and Marauders and dropships, and I think this is going to be GG here. Certainly going to be a miracle for FruitDealer to hold this off, but keep in mind this is a best of 3. Drones now coming off the line, but the drones not going to be able to do enough, and the Marines and Marauders should have this game in the bag. More even streaming in for Foxer. Incredible play from both these players, and this is just showing this is the highest level of StarCraft 2 right now. Foxer and FruitDealer are basically the best, well, one of the best Terrans and one of the best Zergs in South Korea. They are so insanely good, and it looks like Foxer will take the first game. So stay tuned, guys. We are going to move on to game number 2 relatively soon. I'm just waiting for the GG here from FruitDealer. There it goes. GG calls the Fruit. Unfortunately, his Fruits were not strong enough to hold off the Marines and Marauders from the Terran player. The factory even lands here just to produce stuff in his base, and that is going to be GG. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that broadcast. Once again, happy Thanksgiving holidays, and we are going to move on to game number 2, so make sure to stay tuned. HD signing out. Much love to all of you guys. Thanks a lot for subscribing.